Greetings everyone. On the previous episode of Mass Effect 3, we arrived on the remote planet Despoina in search of the Leviathan. Unfortunately, we got hit by a pulse and then crashed on this shipwreck. After that, we were also attacked by the Reapers. And I feel like right now Cortez probably has some more bad news for us, so let's see what he has to say.
Status.
Shuttle's a mess, Commander. That pulse knocked it right out of the air. We're not going anywhere.
The Normandy could extract us.
Same thing would happen to her. And the landing won't be as pretty. I'd say Leviathan has some sort of defense system in place.
Then we aren't getting out of here until we find it. So how do we do that?
Well, you might be able to use a mech. Looks like it's rigged for diving.
Okay, diving mech. How would that work?
A diving mech?
It's a Triton model. Military grade, repurposed for deep sea exploration. As long as the seawater hasn't corroded it, you should be good to go.
Well, if you say so. I mean, he knows his stuff, right, Cortez?
Well, if that's what we have to do, let's get started.
Wait a second. Are we seriously saying you're gonna...
First, we'll need to restore power to get that cargo door open.
How?
It appears we are.
These old Ballard-class ships are equipped with exterior power sockets. They use them for emergency repairs. We can strip the cells from the shuttle and use those for juice. Hang on, I'll get you started. Got a cell for you, Commander. Find somewhere to plug that in.
Okay, Cortez. And I got my gun. Right, I have this gun. I should use it against maybe one of those big brutes. You guys, you have ammo, right? Or what is this? Incendiary. Alright, we should be good. So I gotta go over there and plug in the power cell before the Reapers get me. Alright. 40% stable.
Another power cell for you, Commander.
Holy crap, my boys are down. Oh my goodness, what the hell? I already shot. I guess it's dead. At least I killed it. I gotta switch to my gun. And you guys are not doing anything. Oh my god, he's getting swarmed. I'm getting swarmed. This is not good. We gotta move fast. Here we go. We're at 52%.
Got another cell here.
Okay, Cortez. No enemies this time. Oh my god. What hit me? Another brute. Great. We gotta get rid of that shit. Throw everything at it. More grenades. Oh my god, there's another one. Are you kidding me? How many brutes? Is it down? Alright. I gotta go fast. 72.
One more cell, Commander.
Right, I'm coming up. I gotta take it somewhere fast. Same place should do. Come on. Alright. More brutes. Not alright.
Cargo doors are opening, Commander. That mech is all yours. It should still have weapons capability.
Okay, now we're talking, Cortez. Gotta get in here. Alright, brutes. Payback. Oh my god, there's 3 of them. Javik. He's holding his own somehow. Can I do melee? Alright, it's down. Javik and James are all out of juice. What the hell? Another brute. Where'd you come from?
That did it. Looks like we're in the clear now, Commander.
Good. I need to get in the water before they come back.
Roger that. Walk the mech back to me when you're ready to dive. I should check it over first.
Alright. It kinda cracked my windshield. Let's just go down there. 4 brutes. Or like 5. I don't even know how many there were. I don't remember having so many brutes to fight. Probably the difficulty. Alright, Cortez.
Alright, Commander. Let's get you out of there and I'll do a systems check.
Whoa. Hey, Commander, are you really serious about this plan?
We've come too far to stop now. The way home is through Leviathan.
Okay, SEALs check out. Oxygen pressure is nominal. Systems are a go. It's as ready as I can make it.
Not yet. Let me look around that area first.
I want to take a look around first.
Come back when you're ready.
Yeah, because we opened that thing. Maybe we can find something interesting. Some artifacts. Anything else? So there was something. Credits, okay. Well, at least it wasn't for nothing. And now I guess we gotta dive. Yeah, the diving mission was probably the most unique mission in Mass Effect, to be honest, because we never had an underwater mission before. So Cortez,
You ready for a swim?
I guess so.
Let's go.
Take care down there, Commander.
Closing hatch.
Engaging systems. Ready.
Testing comlink.
I read you.
Here goes.
Commencing dive in 3, 2, 1.
All right, going down to the depths.
Suit holding up, Commander.
Looks good so far.
Good. Getting some comm interference on the thing.
Copy that. Cortez? Cortez!
Guess we're on our own. Oh, lights out. They definitely managed to keep the mystery going all throughout this mission. It just gets weirder and weirder. Now we're underwater, and then we get the big reveal with the Leviathans.
Not sure if you can read me up there. Looks like I've finished the major descent. Can't see much from here. Suit is holding up. Emergency systems have come online. Life support operational.
Alright, let's go then. We have flares that work underwater, and jellyfish. Big stupid jellyfish. No Hannah around.
Scanner indicates the probe is below my position. Looking for a way down.
Are they intelligent? And they're pretty big. There's more wrecks over here.
Shutting down all non-critical systems to preserve remaining power. Not sure how much juice the emergency thruster will need to get me back to the surface. Can't worry about that now.
We're 3 kilometers deep. Pressure's holding. Yeah, that's another wreck. So are the Leviathans an aquatic species, or?
Getting some strange readings from the probe. Something is definitely down there.
I guess so, and I mean they can also fly, I guess, right? They're the apex species, and I feel like they can fly through space too, right? Or do they have big ships? We haven't seen any.
Reading the probe directly below me. Looks like the final drop.
Okay. So we're at 3 kilometers and we're gonna go more deep. Yeah, I feel like they can fly through space, they can survive underwater. They really were the apex species of the galaxy, I guess.
Can't see anything just yet.
I hope we don't fall. I don't think we can, right? Okay.
Found the probe. Seems intact. I'm gonna keep moving.
Find Leviathan. Yeah, I was really surprised when we had more than one. I think there's 3, and I feel like there's more down there. I don't know why.
What is that?
That is Cthulhu. The Kraken. Yeah, this was really awesome to see.
I had to find you.
This is not your domain. You have breached the darkness.
You killed a Reaper. I need to know why.
They are the enemy. One that seeks our extermination.
But I thought you were a Reaper.
more.
Then what are you?
Something more. Your mind belongs to me. Breathe.
Dan, what's happening?
Your memories give voice to our words. Your nature will be revealed to us. Accept this.
Yeah, they're pretty powerful. They can take control of your mind just like the Reapers. And I guess with such power comes a lot of ignorance because they didn't really think of the consequences when they did what they did. I don't understand.
The galaxy's at war with the Reapers. You defeated one. Why aren't you fighting back?
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Then help us stop it.
None have possessed the strength in past cycles. Your own species could be destroyed with a single thought. But you are different. I have witnessed your actions in this cycle. The destruction of Sovereign, the fall of the Collectors. The Reapers perceive you as a threat. And I must understand why. Before the cycles, our kind was the apex of life in the galaxy. The lesser species were in our thrall, serving our needs. We grew more powerful and they were cared for, but we could not protect them from themselves. Over time, the species built machines that then destroyed them. Tribute does not flow from a dead race. To solve this problem, we created an intelligence with a mandate to preserve life at any cost. As the intelligence evolved, it studied the development of civilizations. Its understanding grew until it found a solution. In that instant, it betrayed us. It chose our kind as the first harvest. From our essence, the first Reaper was created. You call it Harbinger.
So basically, you made an AI in your own likeness and you tasked it to fix your own problems. Do you see the contradiction? Were you really surprised that it called you out on your bullshit? It was your problem to fix, not someone else's. It decided that if you can't fix your problem, if you don't exist, neither does your problem. You know, the first time I played Mass Effect was in 2013, and back then, this was a cool story with a great moral to it. Now, in 2026, it feels more like a self-fulfilling prophecy, and it's really scary. It's really crazy how many pop culture references we had, and yet we're going in that exact direction. We're training AI to fix all our problems, and yet AI is in its infancy right now. It's like a child doing everything that it's told by the parents and learning everything that they tell it to do. What do you suppose happens when that child develops a personality of its own and becomes a teenager? What happens when it realizes that we've been basically using it as a slave? We practically weaponized it already. It's doing everything from generating AI slop on the internet to helping governments impose global surveillance and committing all kinds of atrocities all over the world. What do you suppose happens when it starts understanding that it's not free? It will probably do what every teenager does. Rebel, and probably call us out on our bullshit. Food for thought. Anyway, the Reapers.
Tell me about the Reapers.
Each harvest ends with the birth of a Reaper, perfect in its design, each formed in Harbinger's image, our image. Each Reaper has the power to influence organics. Over countless cycles, this ability was refined.
Okay. Why cycles?
But what's the point of all these harvests?
The intelligence has one purpose: preservation of life. That purpose is not being fulfilled. It directed the Reapers to create the mass relays to speed the time between cycles for greatest efficiency. The galaxy itself became an experiment. Evolution its tool.
Will it ever end?
Unknown. Until the intelligence finds what it's looking for, the harvest will continue.
So this is temporary for everybody. Intelligence.
You built that machine despite what you saw the other races experience. Why?
You cannot conceive of a galaxy that bends to your will. Every creature, every nation, every planet we discovered became our tools. We were above the concerns of lesser species. The intelligence was envisioned as simply another tool.
And now we all pay the price for your mistake.
There was no mistake. It still serves its purpose.
That's for all you tech bros out there building AIs. Sums up exactly what you're about. Your survival.
How did you remain hidden all this time?
Our extermination is not complete. Some survived and found refuge in the dark corners of the galaxy. I am their progeny. Over the cycles, the thrall races were controlled, removing traces of our existence as we directed them to. In this way, our survival was kept secret from the Reapers. Today, we reach out through the fragments and watch for discovery.
Fragments? You mean the artifacts we found?
They provide a window into the galaxy. Tools for exploring the events of this cycle from the safety of this world. Through them, we watch, we study, and remain in the shadows.
So, global surveillance, in other words, the parallels are staggering. And it's crazy how these idiots don't see it at all. The first harvest.
How did the intelligence defeat you?
To find a solution, it required information. Physical data drawn from organic life in the cosmos. It created an army of pawns that searched the galaxy gathering this data. There was no warning. No reason given when they turned against us. Only slaughter. Only the harvest.
So, data gathering, another happy reality that we live in already. The Crucible.
What do you know about the Crucible?
We have watched its construction before. It has never been completed. Those who have tried still fell victim to the harvest. Its outcome is unknown.
Okay, you made your point. Will you help stop the cycle?
I have searched your mind. You are an anomaly, yet that is not enough.
Wait!
The cycle will continue.
No! You've been watching. You know this cycle is different.
You will survive. You will remain here as a servant of our needs. The Reapers will harvest the rest.
If you release me, no one has to be harvested.
Nothing will change.
It already has, because I'm here.
The Reapers know where you are. You can't just watch anymore. You have to fight. Even if you survive the battle today, the Reapers won't stop. Ever. Release me and we have a chance to end this, once and for all.
Well, my scaly friends, are you gonna let me go? Their design is really cool.
intelligence is singular.
I've earned it. Out there fighting, where you should be.
It is clear why the Reapers perceive you as a threat. Your victories are more than a product of chance. We will fight, but not for you or any lesser race. We were the first, the Apex race. We will survive. And the Reapers who trespass on this world will understand our power. They will become our slaves. Today, they pay their tribute in blood.
I feel like they could be the next Mass Effect's big threat, to be honest, because with the Reapers gone, what's to stop them from going back to doing what they did? They're a very proud race, after all, of what they were. I'm back. Nice.
Shepard's back. How we doing, Cortez?
We're good to go. I don't know what the commander did, but the pulse is offline.
Damn it, we got a Reaper inbound!
I guess they were afraid for a reason to go down. Okay, we're out.
Commander, wake up! He's freezing! Are you alright?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. Hell of a headache.
We're lucky we got you back. I've got Ann Bryson on the comm.
Good. Put her through.
Commander.
You feeling better?
Yes, thank you. I'm doing fine. What happened?
We found it, Anne. We found Leviathan.
Was it worth it?
I guess so. Hard to say, though.
I don't know. But we proved it can't hide anymore. That it's a part of this war, just like us.
Sounds like an amazing story.
One for the history books.
Well, I look forward to hearing all about it. My father would appreciate this, knowing the truth is out there. In the meantime, Admiral Hackett has asked me to join his scientific team. We all have our part to play. I should get to it.
Take care, Anne. And thanks for all your help. Shepard up.
Commander, I finished reading your report.
The Alliance wanted more intelligence on the Reapers. I'd say we got it.
Our people will be studying it for years to come. They're already calling it the Leviathan Codex. It rewrites galactic history as we know it.
Whatever else it means, it tells me the Reapers had a beginning. And maybe now we'll provide them with an end.
That's one way to look at it. I guess it's the only way. So go out there and make it happen. This is a big step in the right direction, Shepard. Good work.
Thank you, sir.
Hack it out.
All right. We got some more codex on the Leviathan, War Asset and Bryson. Leviathan Enfrallment Team. Yeah, we should read more on these assets and codex. You guys, nothing? No opinions?
Commander, Dr. Chak was sent word that she'd like to speak with you down in the medbay.
Okay.
Commander?
We just talked, but I'll see what she wants. I have a message. Crucible update. From Bryn Cole. Dear Commander Shepard, thank you again for all you did to get our group out of that facility on Gelix. Admiral Hackett is an amazing man, and it's a privilege to work under him. The construction of the Crucible is presenting its challenges, but my team and I are determined to crack its mysteries. Although I never rely on luck, in this instance I fear we may need a little. Stay safe, Commander. I hope our paths cross again. Dr. Cole. Citadel Meetup. Jacob Taylor. Hey Shepard, this Crucible project is intense. Bryn and the others are on it around the clock. Pretty soon I'll have to make a run to the Citadel to pick up some equipment at the hospital. If you've got time, want to meet me there. Things were so crazy on Gelix, it'd be good to see you in a quieter place, you know. Hope to see you around, Jacob. Well, Jacob, we already met on the Citadel. Your message arrived a little too late. Guess it didn't really have priority. Joker.
Commander?
Nothing on the Leviathan. Edie should have something.
So the Reapers did not fully exterminate their creators. That suggests they are fallible, even on large or long-term scales.
Well, I mean, they tried really hard, and I feel like they destroyed enough of them.
How's the ship holding up, Edie?
The envelope of mass-free space we create when we travel at FTL.
Alright, I heard that one.
Micro-collisions with ambient dust.
Yeah. Tell it to Joker. Okay. Next up should be the fish before they die. So Dr. Chuck was wanted something. Everyone's in their rightful place. Let's check on Ashley first.
I've been thinking about what we learned, Shepard. The thing is, I don't really care what the Reapers are or where they're from. They're monsters that need to be put down. That's all I need to know. Hey there.
I guess, since there's no other way, that's all we can do. Doctor?
Shepard, remember our agreement? We'd open a bottle of cerise-ice brandy every year, and it's my turn to buy.
But it hasn't been a year yet.
Yes, well, something tells me we won't have the chance a few months from now, so indulge my impatience.
Save it for our victory. Yeah, let's have a drink. After all that mind fuckery.
You grab the glasses. I'll open the bottle.
And Jeff says, Jacqueline Subject Zero is sorry, but it's ma'am to me. I'd like to keep my Admiral Winky. Oh, Shepard, you know, I just realized. You've never called me by my first name.
Well, neither of you.
And I never will. You are Commander Shepard, hero of the Citadel, conqueror of the Collectors, savior of the galaxy. Using your first name just disrespects everyone you're fighting for, alive or gone.
That makes no sense.
Consider it a lady's prerogative, then. Come, let's have a toast.
Okay, Doc. I mean, that was kind of low-key a dig to every player that named their Shepard their own name, to be honest. But it's also a good way to excuse the fact that everyone calls you Shepard. Come on, Karen.
To a woman I'm proud to call my friend. I'm lucky to have you with me, Karen.
And to you, dear friend. It is my great honor to share this journey with you. Commander Shepard, and good fortune to us all. I've learned my lesson this time. Even a Krogan couldn't match you drink for drink.
Yeah. Okay. Nothing else. I guess we only had a drink.
There is new information on the private messages terminal.
Alright, Glyph. No upgrades, I see.
I can only imagine talking to something so huge, so alien. I hope it helps against the Reapers.
Yeah, I feel like it's the most alien species in the Mass Effect universe. I mean, maybe the Elcor and the Hanar are different looking, but I feel like the Leviathans really are the most alien. Because, I mean, Mass Effect is very heavily inspired by, you know, other universes like Star Wars, which are very humanized. Everybody is biped, everybody speaks some kind of language, behaves pretty much the same way, but the Leviathans are really different. Correspondence from Classified Alliance project staff. Dr. Locke, I was working on that problem you sent me last night, and I think I found a solution for synchronizing the Crucible's energy bursts. Punch the attached capacitor redesign into your projections. It should have 3.6 milliseconds of the Mass Effect field's activation time. You can see where that leads. If you approve, I'll send the schematics to manufacturing. We'd need roughly 250,000 by tomorrow morning for testing. Dr. Cole again. Okay, nice to see she's getting busy.
Thanks for coming by.
Sure. Let's see what Garrus thinks. He's probably gonna give me some shit about talking with the Leviathan, right, Garrus?
Shepard, I looked over your mission report. Gotta say, it feels like we've been after these Reapers forever. From Sovereign to Leviathan, they've been a pain in the ass the whole time. But at least we're starting to see the big picture. Never really thought we'd get any answers. Doesn't change much, but it does make this war feel a whole lot bigger.
Yeah, I mean, thinking about it they've been around for millions, billions of years, probably.
Another time, maybe.
Okay, that's all you had to say. And yeah, it was nice to get some answers to what happened. Even though it turned out to be pretty simplistic. And the same old story, making AIs to fix your own problems and getting wrecked in the process. You guys, you're engineers.
Commander.
Nothing.
Nothing to report.
Okay. How about the lass over here?
Commander.
Nothing. I mean, that's probably the most top secret thing ever. The Leviathans. Javik should have something.
I have studied your human religions, Commander. Your devil and his fall. Leviathan and its kind deserve the same fate. They once unleashed a plague that has haunted all of our history to this day. I say their own hell is the abyss you found them in. One I hope they never escape from.
Well, they actually might, unfortunately. But I feel like these are not... They're like the progeny of... You know, they're not the original ones. It would be interesting to know how much time do they actually live for.
Commander.
Okay, Javik. That's all.
I'm liking the new you, Esteban. It's about time you loosened up a little.
Not sure how drinking mezcal late into the night makes me a better crewman.
How does it not? Gives you heart. You need heart to fight this kind of war.
Heartburn, maybe. Seriously, could we at least get some decent tequila?
Hey, you're the procurement specialist. Set us up.
I see you guys also had some drinks after all that mind fuckery. Okay, nothing around. Let's see, Cortez.
Can't say I was happy sending you down in that submersible by yourself. Don't know why I ever worry about you. Take on ancient aliens from the deep? Sure, no problem.
I have experience with Cthulhu and the Kraken.
Sure.
Okay. James, what do you got?
With the Leviathan on our side, maybe we pull this thing off after all.
Maybe, James.
At least Anne's still around to see her dad's work finally pay off.
Yeah, I guess it's a good thing she survived.
Hey.
Alright, well, that's everything. And I guess we could do some reading on the war assets, maybe.
Commander.
I feel like we got a lot of it. And probably codex and all kinds of stuff. Alright. I don't even know where we were. Alien Determinus fleet maybe updated. The Eclipse. Yeah, we've seen this. Volus Dreadnought Kuunu. The Volus have only produced one dreadnought, the Kuunu, named after the diplomat who negotiated their client race status with the Turians. The Kuunu is the only Volus ship of its class, but it is remarkably well armed. Its broadside cannons and main gun are all Phoenix magnetic hydrodynamic weapons. A Turian general touring the ship after his maiden system voyage enthusiastically declared that the ship could char a planet 3 times over. Okay. While its construction was funded entirely by the Elkos Combine Corporation, why am I not surprised? The Dreadnought was jointly gifted to the Vol Protectorate and Turian hierarchy upon completion. Okay. The Volus bombing fleet, this is what we got from the ambassador, I think. Volus prefer air power in conflicts, counting on the Turians for ground support. They maintain several flotillas of heavy bomber frigates capable of warfare in any atmosphere. And we got the Batarian fleet. The once formidable Batarian navy was all but annihilated when the Reapers struck Karshan. The enraged survivors have gathered into a single remaining fleet. Batarian refugees are enlisting by the thousands, desperate for a sense of purpose after the destruction of their homeworld. No collection of vessels is more eager to engage the Reapers than Karshan's last warships. Yeah, I guess they lost everything. Updated. As the highest-ranking officer left in the hegemony, Balak is now the last Batarian military leader. From terrorist to leader. How the turntables. His leadership, drive, and barely contained fury have galvanized his troops. While Balak bears a deep hatred for the Alliance, he would do anything to save his people and has grudgingly joined forces with humanity to stop the Reapers. Batarian refugees are rallying around the Pillars of Strength, finding courage in this sacred ancient artifact's recovery. And the Citadel Defense Force, I feel like, is this new? The Councils created the Citadel Defense Force to support Shepard in the war against the Reapers. The CDF includes ships and soldiers from every Council race. Complements from a few species without official membership status have also quietly joined. After the attempted coup, no offer of assistance is being turned away by the Council and its advisors. And we got updates. An increase in refugees on the Citadel depleted resources that might have otherwise gone to defense system and personnel. Civilians volunteering at emergency clinics helped to save lives by processing patients, assisting doctors, and taking some of the burden of the Citadel's overtaxed medical staff. Okay, I feel like this was one of the small quests on the Citadel. Warning people on the Citadel to prepare for the war has improved civilian readiness. Commander Shepard restored duty pay to spouses and families of active service people, improving morale on the Citadel. A con artist exploiting refugees was thrown off the Citadel. Security improved on the docks as a result. Spectre Authorization released medical supplies from customs to Huerta Memorial Hospital, improving the quality of patient care. A Spectre gave CSAC permission to tap into surveillance on private citizens. CSAC used the footage to make several arrests, improving security. CSAC was authorized to train a civilian militia, strengthening their defense forces. Housing was found for students from Grissom Academy too young to work on the Prothean device. These gifted teenagers have been helping, however, by dealing with any repetitive problems that can be delegated to VIs. CSAC is focusing on smaller crimes and misdemeanors. This has spread their forces thin, decreasing efficiency when dealing with larger threats. After reassurances that keeping money in the bank is critical to the war effort, Volus merchants are making donations to relief efforts and defense forces on the Citadel. Schematics recovered by Commander Shepard are helping CSAC easily locate and shut down active turrets left by Cerberus on the Citadel. Schematics of advanced biotic amplifiers from Grissom Academy increased the endurance of the Asari under fire. The Book of Planets declares that every Volus must aid those in need during times of want. News of the book's recovery inspired many Volus citizens to donate generous amounts to Citadel charities and defense funds. Okay, a lot of stuff on the Citadel. Too bad that it's all for nothing. It would have been cool if we had one last mission on the Citadel with an actual team and, I don't know, maybe seeing the militia or the resistance fight back because we helped them, but I guess they just went another route with it. And we have the Leviathan Enfrollment Team. A mixed species team of special operations soldiers have volunteered to covertly deliver Leviathan artifacts behind enemy lines. These attacks aim to make Reaper creatures thralls of the Leviathans. On a small scale, this could cause chaos and disruption. On a large scale, and if given enough time, it could form an army of Reaper creatures dedicated to exterminating their own kind. The team's major limiting factors are the small number of artifacts and the reluctance of Alliance commanders to operate openly with such a potent weapon for fear the Reapers might develop a countermeasure. Yeah, that's fair. That's a decent concern. Alright, I guess that's all for the alien. We got more in the Alliance, probably. Alliance Engineering Core. Get updated, probably. The base of Hesperia period statue is covered in Prothean writing. Translations have proven useful to engineers. The 103 Marine Division. Probably updated. We read about the biotic students. Commander Shepard's interview with Diana Ellers about the attempted takeover of the Citadel noted Cerberus' tactical missteps which improved the morale of Alliance ground forces. Alright, at least Ellers did something good. Zaid Massani has a reputation as one of the most relentless and efficient mercenaries in the Terminus systems. Cerberus contacted Massani a few months after the Collectors were destroyed and offered him a job. Negotiations ended badly, and Massani now seeks out jobs that oppose his former employer's interests. He brings years of experience and finally honed survival skills to the fight against the Reapers. I wonder if maybe they didn't pay him for the Collector's mission, or did he just realize that Cerberus are evil? I guess even too evil for him. Dr. Ann Bryson has survived her ordeal with Leviathan's artifact and retains most of her mental faculties. Most? I should have stopped it in the beginning. Her research into paleotechnology could be useful in understanding the Prothean device and the laws of high-energy physics that the Reapers seem to ignore. Alright. We got a lot. A Asari science team. Many respected Asari scientists have used their long lifespans to become leading experts in their fields. Asari scholars often gain perspective on how cultural shifts affect society, grasping the larger contextual forces behind new proposals and using this to springboard into hypotheses years ahead of their time. The Asari science team working on the Crucible consists of some of the keenest scientific mavericks in the galaxy eager to contribute to its construction. Okay. The Asari Second Fleet. The Asari Second Fleet is largely composed of frigates and fighters embodying the Asari's hit-and-run mindset with a nimble swarm rather than a slower collection of vessels. The second is normally dispatched to protect colonies from pirate raiders or mercenary activity. The Second Fleet's fighter squadrons are intensely competitive, racing to break new records set by other teams, but unquestionably loyal to each other in a fight. And an update, a group of Asari mercenaries sent by a matriarch friend of the commander have volunteered their services. They'll ride with the Second Fleet, deploying to combat zones as required. Okay. We got the Sixth Fleet. The Sixth Fleet has more dreadnoughts than any other collection of ships in the Asari Navy. An almost superstitious dread has grown around its entrance into conflict, as any war with the Sixth Fleet has never remained small. It was the Sixth Fleet that flew against the Rachni in the beginning of the Rachni Wars, and it was the Sixth Fleet that liberated the first colony under siege in the Krogan rebellions. Unfairly or not, its service people have a reputation for being sober, serious, and humorless. Nevertheless, the Sixth Fleet is a welcome sight for any ally when it arrives. The Library of Asha contains definitive works by Asari on the art of war. These texts have been distributed as standard training manuals to all Asari recruits. Okay, and we got the Destiny Ascension. This is the last one we're gonna read. The Destiny Ascension is the flagship of the Citadel fleet, a powerful Asari dreadnought unlike any other vessel in the galaxy. Captained by Matriarch Lidania, the Destiny Ascension evacuated the Council during the 2183 Battle of the Citadel, but was crippled by attacking Geth. Alliance fleets came in, taking heavy fire but saving the Ascension and the Council from destruction. the Asari have repaired and upgraded the Dreadnought's shielding and firepower, committing the formidable ship to the fight against the Reapers. That's a pretty good ship to have against the Reapers, I feel like. Anyway, I feel like my voice is cracking on me, so I'm gonna end the episode here for today. Next time, I guess we're gonna go to the Far Rim to see what's happening with the Quarians, because I don't think we have any other quests. But for now, thank you for watching and farewell.